Nicki and Cardi B, y'all could have moved on and been at the concert like Chris Brown bringing out Usher. Y'all could have been hyping each other up and giving each other these flowers. But no. So it is Anonymous T. Hey there, and let's get it crack-a-lackin'. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous T. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous T Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous T Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality T. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and their backhanded apologies that aren't really apologies when you get into the grand scheme of it. Let's go through Nicki Minaj's alleged apology first, you guys. Let's get to it, right? So none of the less, it says, "Dear Culture, truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose. And one day you'll understand. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all their features." No. Listen, no, Nicki, no. One day you'll see this, so I have to say, I apologize as a child of God. Here we go. And queen of my community who looked to me for integrity. No. There was no integrity of those drags on the Twitter. Stop it. You're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this. After repeatedly calling this child a monkey and a roachel and saying her sister was one toe and all of these things, and that Cardi B was pregnant with her sibling that was also a monkey and a roach. No. One day, your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they've said and tried to do to my young prophet / beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am. So is Nicki Minaj going to say that she was hacked? Is that next on the docket, that she was hacked? Then Cardi B says, "Dear Papa Perk." This is what I'm saying. "I'm so sorry that your mama haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days because she can't take my success or happiness. One day you're going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl says no, it means no, and you can overcome the PDF blood in you inherited from your grandfather, father, and uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mother rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully then, when somebody can see that really cares about her, puts her in rehab, and give her the help she needs, she come out and read you like a book." No. You guys, y'all. These are not apologies. These are not apologies in any capacity. It is everything but backhanded. It is backhanded. It is passive aggressive. It was unnecessary, you guys. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all have gone too far against each other. This was unnecessary. It didn't even need to be tweeted. It did not even need to be tweeted. Here's the thing. Nicki Minaj is not happy with Cardi's success. She's not, because you're not going to give a crap about a difference of 28,000 records sold, you guys. You're not going to care. You're not. You're upset because up until this point, all these attempts to try to get Cardi B canceled and taken out of this industry hasn't worked. And my thing is, like I can't stress enough, like I have been saying in multiple videos now, Nicki, you saw what the takedown was with Sheether when Sheether came out with Remy Ma. You saw what that was. You saw that you had dominated female rap for several years and technically didn't have competition, quote unquote, right? But it was for you, though, to maneuver this and have other options available. Work on other things. Not waiting until Cardi B blows up to now be like, oh, I'm gonna come out with the shoe collaboration. Oh, I'm gonna come out with this deal with Fendi. No. You could have been doing stuff with the Barbie theme and expounding on this and getting out of here like what Rihanna did. Once Rihanna saw they sabotaged her album, she wasn't going on the Twitters, going back and forth with people, accusing people of who she thinks leaked her album, even though we have a high suspicion of who did. That made her first week sales non-existent, and they had that 400 or whatever that was, that they leaked the album out, so she couldn't get a first week #1. But guess what? That album is still on Billboard till this day. It is the longest charting album, I believe, by a black female artist that is still on the Billboard 200, y'all. I say all that to say, Nicki, instead of being butthurt about this music industry that you know chews you up and spits you out, you know that they do that. Why didn't you venture off into other things? Why didn't you curate your brand around the Barbie theme and everything else and parlay that into other opportunities? Why is it so important to you, these album sales, these charts, these iTunes, and charting in all these various countries and all of this, when you have been in the game for this long? You've been in the game for decades. Why don't you want to expand outside of this? And see, now what has happened is everybody that sees what Rihanna is doing is now they're trying to jump on after the fact. Now they're trying to jump on and do makeup. Now they're trying to jump on and do X, Y, and Z. But it's not easy. And part of it is you have to be personable. You have to be likable. You have to be relatable. And none of this, Nicki, that is happening is personable, is relatable, is likable. Now, here's the thing with Cardi. I don't think Cardi should have responded. I hope she's done responding, because at this point, you're just continuing to take Nicki's bait. And that's what Nicki wants. Nicki wants you down at her level to go back and forth with you and say, it don't matter how much more you know, how much exposure and promotion and publicity you're getting, you're still down in the dumps with me on Twitter. And she wants you to take your focus off of your pregnancy. She wants you to take your focus on this promo for your album rollout. She wants you to take focus off of any potential future upcoming interviews or any upcoming singles or any upcoming projects you have or whatever deals that you have with other brands and things like that. She wants to make you unmarketable. She wants you out of here. She wants you broke. She wants you destitute. She wants you out of this industry. But you should have known better, and you should have ignored her. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So ultimately, I don't know how this is going to fare for Cardi B. I think she'll be okay, but nonetheless, she can't do this anymore. And I understand once you go for people's kids, it's off limits, right? It's off limits. People are going to say they're going to do whatever they're going to do and everything else. But nonetheless, neither one of these apologies are to be taken seriously, because they weren't apologies. It was very backhanded. It was very passive aggressive. It was very much, I'm sorry if you feel this way, but I hate your mother. I'm sorry if you feel this way, but I didn't see a Nicki's apology. I'm sorry for calling you a monkey and roach multiple times. I didn't see that in there. And Cardi's, if you're calling somebody Papa Perk, that's not an apology either. No. And then, y'all, the Breakfast Club gave Nicki Minaj Donkey of the Day, y'all. They gave Nicki Minaj Donkey of the Day. And still they're with the talking points that Nicki's bitter, she's miserable, doesn't want to see any other female success. I think even Charlamagne apologized to Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim was trying to explain, you know, why her and Nicki Minaj fell out, why they're not cool, why they got beef, why they got issues. And at the time, Charlamagne, because at that time, I think he was still team Nicki Minaj, and he wasn't featuring what Lil' Kim had to say at that point in time. But now he's giving Lil' Kim an apology, because now he sees what Lil' Kim would say. Make it make sense. And this is my problem too with Stan Wars.
This is why I don't like Stan Wars. Because if somebody that you don't like, so at that time you were pro Nicki, so at that point in time you didn't believe what little Kim had to say. And my thing is, regardless of who you do or don't like, whether it is a celebrity, singer, rapper, musician, actor, athlete, whatever, here's the thing. You want to have all the facts, right? You want to have all the facts. And even if you disagree with somebody or you don't care for them, what are they saying? Have you validated of what they're saying is for real? Or is it coming from a place of jealousy, negativity, and insecurity? And I feel like we're conflating everything now. We're conflating everything that if somebody says something about your faith that you disagree with, oh, you're a hater. No. If it is a valid opinion, if it is something valid to point out about something, that's one thing. Now, if you're just spewing hate speech and derogatory terms to describe somebody or describe something, then yes, that is hate, that is jealousy, that is insecurity. But if a valid opinion is like, you know what, I don't think this album was that good by this person. I think this person has put out better music in their career, right? It's a little shade, but it's constructive criticism, right? Now, we're not out here name calling nobody. We're not doing that. But that's an example of how, anything that people can feel that you can take it as a negative, they label everything now as hate. And it gets annoying because they want to shut people up that have valid opinions and valid concerns about all these celebrities. And the other thing too is some of these celebrities can't handle the criticism. They can't handle the criticism. They can't take the heat. But I feel that this beef has gone on for way too far, has gone on for way too long. And I'm just hoping that it ends. I am just hoping that it ends, you guys. So nonetheless, let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do y'all think of these apologies or lack thereof between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? So there is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos es final. It is finito. It is the end of the line. It is the end of the road at this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.